Pete Carroll has confirmed that he will be the next head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz. Glad to be with you here on CBSSports.com on this Monday of what will be a very interesting week. And let's bring in our NFL columnist, Pete Prisco, to break this down. And Pete, big name, been courted by the NFL many times before, and he said this was just the dream opportunity to get back into the NFL. But do you think it's a good hire for the Seahawks?
You know, it could be a good hire if they hire the right personnel man. I don't think it's a good hire if you give Pete Carroll total control of the football operations. I think you need to get the job is too big for one man. I think you need to get a good personnel guy in there, and if he makes the football decision and Pete Carroll coaches the football team, then it can be a good hire. But again, I want to tell Pete, Seattle Seahawks is not an organization that recruits itself like USC used to.
Well, that's true too. That's a big obstacle to overcome here, and that's a big part of this too, because everyone talks about the dominance that he had at USC, Pete, and all of that aspect. The NFL aspect to this, coming back to the NFL, what do you think will be different for Pete Carroll this time around?
Well, I mean, it's a situation where you're going in and rebuilding a team. That's going to be tough to do. The game has changed. It's more offensive-minded than it was the last time he was in the league. I mean, it's been a while since Pete's been a head coach in the National Football League, and I think the game has evolved. It's a speed game now. It's a faster game. It's throw the football, and the big safety is now an outside linebacker. The big linebacker is now a down rush guy. The big defensive end's now a rush defensive tackle. So the game has changed and evolved, and I think he's going to have to evolve with it.
But he has put so many of those guys in the NFL. So many of the successful guys are in the NFL, come from USC, including his middle linebacker that'll have in Seattle and Lofa Tatupu. I mean, he knows the personnel of what it takes to be successful in the NFL. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, he ran an NFL-style program at USC. I mean, they fed off each other. The one thing that Pete will have to do is adjust a little bit, and is he can't be the Pete Carroll acting like a 17-year-old kid around those guys as much as he did at USC. I think he's got to be a little bit more of a disciplinarian, not totally a disciplinarian, but a little bit more of a disciplinarian than he was at USC.
All right, Pete, with Seattle, for their fans, how quickly do you think they can expect to turn around to maybe not get back to the Super Bowl, but get back to being the perennial favorite in the NFC West and a Super Bowl contender?
If you look at the teams that are still playing in the postseason and the teams that went into the playoffs, it all starts at quarterback. If the Seattle Seahawks right now have a quarterback who is probably done. He's had some health issues. He didn't play very well this year. So to get back to where they need to go, the most important hire for any team isn't the coach, it's the quarterback. They have to find a quarterback.
Do you think it comes through the draft this season or by looking for somebody through free agency who maybe this year may not be the best opportunity to do that?
If a quarterback is out there for free agency, usually there's a reason for that, whether it be money, age, something wrong with them. I think they have to fix it through the draft. You have to find your quarterback in the draft. It comes with pedigree. If you look at the quarterbacks in the NFL, most of the time, now Kurt Warner's an exception, Tom Brady was an exception, but most of the time pedigree matters, and I think they have to draft a quarterback.
All right, we'll see how it all plays out, and we'll see what he and his offensive coordinator that he's bringing with him from USC, Jeremy Bates, can do, and we'll see if they can fix that defense up in Seattle, which wasn't very good this season either. Pete Prisco, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
You got it.
All right, folks, for more on this story, which will continue to develop, and we'll see what happens with the Seahawks, as there's a lot of excitement up there in the great Northwest about Pete Carroll. Keep it right here to CBSSports.com. For Pete Prisco, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.